And you think I'm your dad or your mum? You think so? Yeah, I'm speaking about your dad, your mum. You think you can speak to me like the way you speak to your dad and your mum? And if your dad's, if he's spoken around, slap him as well. Your daddy, yes. I'm saying it. If your dad spoke to me like that, I'll smack him. Your daddy, yes, your daddy.
But I just don't know why. Yeah. People think they're going to approach a man like me.
And I'm going to say, a man like me.
Yes, a man like you who commits sexual infidelity and can't tell his wife that he's going to have a second wife, so he has to take her in secret and then not pay her bills. You know, I've spoken to a lot of denominations and a lot of sects and people from all over the world for the last 15 years when I said that I believe in the Quran alone. From all the groups, obviously people are judged individually. But I genuinely find that the most abusive and the most destructive group when it comes down to just having a normal discussion, it tends to come from the Sunni group. I've had discussions with Shi'is, but they never treated me like how certain Sunnis treat me. And I've had debates with atheists, even Apostate Prophet and David Wood and Avery, but they never go down to the personal levels like these Sunnis do. And again, not all Sunnis are like this. If you actually want to understand what the Sunni religion is with the behaviors of a Sunni, go listen to Farid Responds. He is a normal Sunni with a normal way of approaching life. The reason why we have this position is not because we want anything to do with Sunnis. We hold this position out of love for God. This is what God has showed us on how we can be loyal to Him, is to hold on to this book, and we don't need your nonsense. And now one of the big representatives of the Sunni religion, and I pray to my Lord, to His God, for God to use his platform as a stepping stone to the truth that we preach. This individual, when he got intellectually spanked by me and I made him look like an idiot because he doesn't even know his own material.
I don't know why you're afraid of the question.
Because you're strawman.
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be
you're
afraid.
strawman.
You know where this is going.
We're used to
You know where
this.
this is going. I think you're afraid of the question.
I'm afraid. You're afraid to debate.
Okay, no problem. I'm afraid. I'm a scared man. My question is, my question is, how has Hafs and Asim been preserved?
When he's saying that because we take Quran from Hafs that we should also take his hadith, he didn't know that Hafs is a weak narrator of hadith. And then he wanted to say, fine, forget Hafs, so let's take hadith from Shu'bah. But Shu'bah is also considered a weak hadith narrator. And yet both Hafs and Shu'bah, their teacher, Asim, is also considered a weak hadith narrator. But this individual, after he got humiliated by me intellectually, where I proved that he doesn't have any proper intellect or actual basis on what he says other than him being a stupid bully. But recently, I found out that after he kicked me off the stream, there was a whole barrage of him insulting my mom and dad and bringing my mom and dad up. I was aware of a 30-second clip, but then it turned out to be a whole 5 minutes that I didn't know about. And he wants to insult my parents because this is what makes him feel better.
Yeah? Why do you think you're going to approach a man like me, disrespect me, and that I'm not going to respond? Do you think I'm like your dad or your mom? I'm asking this guy, the kafir. And you think I'm your dad or your mom? You think so? Yeah, I'm speaking about your dad, your mom. You think you can speak to me like the way you speak to your dad and your mom? You can't speak to me like that, bro. Maybe you could be a murtad and do this and that. You can't speak to me like I'm your dad or your mom. No chance. Because the moment you start disrespecting me, I'm going to put you in your place. Immediate. Don't speak to me like I'm like a daddy. And if your dad's, if he's spoken around, slap him as well. Your daddy, yes. I'm saying it. If your dad spoke to me like that, I'll smack him. Your daddy, yes, your daddy. You heard me right.
But this stupid Sunni doesn't realize that my mom and my father are actually Sunni Muslims. My father is a person who opened mosques around the world, and not off the donation of other people, but his own money. And then he went as far as he said that he was going to slap my father, that he would slap my father. Yet he doesn't realize that my brother, my blood brother, who's a Sunni Muslim by the way, he spent the last 15 years learning karate and 10 years learning boxing and jiu-jitsu. And he's as big and as tall as Mohammed Hijab. So my father raised a child that intellectually dominated you and make you look so stupid and showed your cowardice that you can't defend your religion in a way that's positive, where you had to run away from the conversation and take down the video because of how weak and stupid you are, and your mind cannot handle that your religion is wrong because of the lies that you've attributed to the Prophet. And then if you wanted to get physical with someone like me, my father already produced a child that would humiliate you, and you're talking about bringing bullets. Listen to these bullets.
I'll smack him. Your daddy, yes, your daddy. They use
But if you want to sit here and say that I'm defaming you because you want to take secret marriages and embarrass your wife and your family in front of the whole world because you think you're as good as Andrew Tate when Andrew Tate is clearly a hypocrite, and that's the path that you want to follow. My father raised a daughter that actually had dinners with Prince Harry because of how successful she was and how accomplished she is in her field, which is litigation and business. My father's the kind of guy, if I had a secret marriage where I'm leaving the wife in a hotel and not paying her bills, my dad has enough shame and honor for his family where he would go pay the girl's bills just because he doesn't want his son to tarnish his image. Meanwhile, you are going around in hotel rooms and playing Romeo on the phone, but when it comes down to taking care of children and the bills, you're saying now you're Islamically not obliged, that you're Islamically allowed to take secret wives. But the truth is you're just a weak human being, that God gave you a little platform for you to destroy yourself, to humiliate your religion, your institutions, and anybody who wants to come close to you.
I think you're afraid of the question.
I'm afraid you're afraid to debate.
Okay,
Baba
okay,
Shuaib.
no problem. I'm afraid. I'm a scared man. My question is,
Okay, thank you for your honesty.
my question is,
You could even see the people on your panel that they can't even stop him when he's acting like a complete buffoon. And when you read their Sapiens Science, the Institute, they're supposed to teach you on how to change your behavior. So if this is the behavior that you want to learn, then you go to someone like Mohammed Hijab, who's a coward, who got triggered because I said that he's too scared to debate Baba Shuaib in regards to the Quran alone position, where after he made a 30-minute video, which he then removed because of how embarrassing his responses was, and he knows he's wrong. And when he got confronted, he got triggered when I did not disrespect him, and his answer was to insult my parents. God in the book teaches us that a sin is for a sin. I have every right to insult your parents, but I'm not going to do that. The only thing that you wanted to do is show how intellectually superior you are, and God humiliated you. So I'm not going to talk about your parents. I'm going to talk to your God. I'm going to ask God to use your platform as a stepping stone for people to truly understand what you guys are about taking secret wives and not paying for their dues and not actually taking care of it, and it's only about your penis and what your penis wants. But then you threaten her and you bully her just for you to get your way, for you not to get embarrassed. But I told you before and I'll tell you again, when you argue against the book of God, it's the end of your career. Trust me, Mohammed Hijab, there's no need to insult your parents, because your parents are going to be ashamed of you when they realize of how low of a piece of shit you are. Because you never upheld the Quran. All you did was sit there and play apologetics, defending a book saying that your prophet is a pedophile, which is not the case. The Quran is complete, it's beautiful. It shows you a way of thinking and a way of living where you don't do these crimes that you do. The Quran does not allow you to take secret wives, and the Quran does not allow you to insult someone's parents. So if you want to, and again, if you want to insult my dad and say that you want to slap him, try slapping his other son first. Or if you want to intellectually dominate my father, which you don't know who my father truly is. But if you want, his son can come and intellectually teach you a few things, and then maybe you could learn some manners, because you're just a coward. You're just a man-child, and the truth is, it's the end of your career, buddy.
any of those kuffar, this one, that one, bro, don't try it with me, bro. Don't try it. Yeah? Don't disrespect the thing. Who do you think we are? Think we're going to give you that one cheek? Bro, I'll give you a slap in your face, you understand? come and talk to me. Come and talk to me like that. Come and disrespect me. Come and disrespect me. Come and disrespect anyone and say things. You'll see. Don't ever come and speak to us like that, bro. Who do you think you are, man? What do you think this is? We'll talk academic, this and that, books, so yeah, no problem. We're academic with the academics, but trust me, yeah, we'll become thugs with the thugs, you know. Don't ever come and speak to me like that again. You understand? You understand? Before I put you in your place. Come here and speak to me like that in person. And bring your dad as well. And I'll put you both in your place. You and your father. وَأَنْتُمْ صَاغِرُونَ. Sit down. You and your father. حتى يعطوا جزء عن يد وهم صاغرون, bro. You'll be sitting down on the chair and I'll be standing in front and say, shut up, bro. You don't believe in the sunnah. Shut your mouth, man. You don't believe in the sunnah. Shut your mouth. Don't ever come and speak to me like you're any authority. You or any other denier of the sunnah. The Sunnis will be standing like that. You'll be sitting down like on your cross-legged. Yeah? You cross-legged and shut your mouth. You're not here. You got nothing to offer. Something bereft of quality has nothing to give.
Let's put that behind us. Let's put that behind us. Let's end on a nice positive note, inshallah. Bro, there's been brothers and sisters, mashallah, following and listening.
After all of that, after look at the abuse that we have to get, are you not gonna give charity now? Are you not gonna give charity? to the Sapien Institute. No, let's be honest, Aki. Look what we have to deal with, bro. Aki, I'm sorry to say, yeah, to the public, look what we have to deal with. We have to deal with people trying to disrespect. We have to try and deal with legal cases. We have to try to say that, and we're trying to scrounge around just to keep our institute going. Come on, man. That's wallah, that's haram. Haram, man. We've got so many people in the Sapiens Institute that need, yeah, they need to continue with us. Otherwise, we're gonna have to make cuts. Do you know what I'm trying to say? What do you want? Do you want people to be out of a job? Is that what you want? And then you can get this kind of thug. Yeah, this. Sorry to say, I'm going to say some bad words if I continue. But this kafir is this individual, this thug. You get people like him yapping their guns and stuff like that, and there's no response. And we Team Sunni, we're going to just sit and twiddle our thumbs and wait for everyone to just have their way with us. Allow it, man. It's time. There's a couple of you guys now should feel angry on my behalf. Say, look how this guy was just sitting there minding his business. Some guy was respecting him at the night time after Ramadan. So disrespect. So no, that's it. The Sapiens Institute. Bang. Put half your life savings in there. No problem. Put 10%. Put something in there, Aki. You saw what happened with Abu Bakr and Umar. Abu Bakr Siddiq. And he's like, I'm going to give this much. Umar said, hey, Abu Bakr beat me because he put all of his savings. This is the jihad. This is